This is a really nice wine because it answers one or two questions that people often ask, which is, what's your favourite wine? And this is probably one of my favourite wines of all time. There you are. It's not that it's necessarily the best wine I've ever had, or that it's something that I rate above everything else, price value wise or anything like that. It's just that I absolutely love it, and it kind of ties into part of my own past in the wine trade that I really remember with great fondness. It's a German wine, it's white, both of which are kind of not expected when people ask for favourites, but it's made by a friend of mine. It was one of the first wines that I ever shipped from overseas, and I still think it's as good today as it ever has been. It's interesting because it's a blend of Premier and Grand Cru vineyard sites in Rhineland-Pfalz, which is right down in the southwest of Germany, kind of towards the border with Alsace and quite close to the Luxembourg border as well. It's interesting geographically because in Alsace you've got the heading from west to east, there's this mountain range called the Vosges Mountains, and they protect Alsace from a lot of the weather fronts, so it keeps Alsace very dry. And in Germany that mountain range obviously fades away into the Rhine River, but up from the south of the Rhine in Germany comes a different range of mountains called the Hart Mountains, not Hart, but H-A-A-R-D-T, the Hart Mountains. And there's a village of Hart as well. Anyway, up come the mountains, and they do something similar to Rhineland-Pfalz. They protect it from some of the more extreme weather conditions. But what's really also interesting is that it was a prehistoric kind of dinosaur age. It was an ocean floor, so it's quite mineral rich where the vineyards are now. And I would say to my friend, oh, so that must be loads of fossils. And he said, no, kind fossils. No fossils in their vineyards, and they've been looking, so they can't find any. Another really interesting about this region is that in the mid-19th century, it was extremely famous around the world for producing the most expensive wines in the world. Indeed, you look at the historic records of wine traders like Berry Brothers and Royalty in London, and they were the most expensive wines traded. Even before Bordeaux had been classified in 1855, these guys were the most expensive. So they celebrated opening the Suez Canal with Kirchenstück, which is one of the Grand Cru vineyard sites that they have in and around the town of Deidesheim, which is where this wine is made. And it's made by Weingut von Winning. Win Riesling. Now, typically Teutonic, they have kind of funny names for some of the wines, not funny names for the single vineyards. Single vineyards have their own names, but when they kind of do their own thing, they have win-win, because it's really good for you and it's really good for them. Yeah, but look, honestly, it's spectacular. It's a fantastic wine, really bright, crisp, engaging. It's texture, so you can feel lots of different parts of your mouth being engaged by the wine, and then the flavors are just delicious, like lemon, lime, apple, a little bit of the sherbet flavor, but not sherbet feeling, and it's brilliant. It's accompanied poultry, duck, game, not pheasant, but definitely seafood, shellfish, the lot, and you're not quite having it for breakfast, but not have it any other time of the day. Really, it is one of my most favourite wines. A very tall bottle. It doesn't quite fit in the fridge very easily, so you have to make some adjustments. But these days it's got a screw cap, and in the old days it used to have a cork, and it was even taller, and so really difficult to fit in the fridge. But now they've kind of made a concession. Danke, Andreas. I really, really love this to bits, and I hope that you do too.